This is the Organic Guy, and welcome to yet another organic conversation. And this time I had the pleasure of visiting the Kenya Institute of Organic Farming, which is one of the oldest institution in Kenya to actually train people on organic farming. So I had the pleasure of having a conversation with students at KIOF. So we had a wide range of conversations, and ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, this is how the conversation actually went down.
There's also another topic that I get a lot, and I would like to get your views. There's this thing of, I guess all of us like organic farming, that's why we are here. But what are those things that you would like to see changed? What are those things that you would like to see being done differently? The way farming is done, is it the way it's marketed? Is it, I would like to hear your views and your suggestions. What would you like to see being done differently in organic agriculture?
In the field of organic, we need people who can disseminate information without fear of contradiction. Because what is happening currently with food insecurity is due to fear of being contradicted by the conventional producers. Somebody comes into your farm and tells you, you must use this certified seed, you must use this technique, for example, just to feed your crop. But who is guiding us on how to feed the soil, which in turn is supposed to be feeding our crops? Which policies are we following? Are we following the policies which are building our soils or which are killing our soils? The common question that we always ask in the organic field is, when will we have a room or a platform in the agriculture sector in the country, such that when the policies are being put in place, the organic farmer is being considered? When the policies are being put in the name of forest conservation, nature conservation, that organic is given a priority and the principles of organic farming are put in place. So I would say that food security is a collective responsibility, and it starts from the organic knowledge. Good health, it is a collective responsibility, and it also starts from the soil. Sustainable Africa or sustainable Kenya, it starts from a healthy soil, which is also a collective responsibility. So it's time that we disseminate the information without fear of contradiction.
I'm Andrew from Uganda, and to me, I think some of the things that I think should be done different is the preparation of these foods.
Yeah,
we need to have much more time to tell people more on how these foods should be prepared to maintain their nutritive value, because me as an organic farmer, I'll take much more time and be conscious on how I do my farming down in the garden, to see that I maintain the whole process and have everything done in this right way. And someone will come and buy this food. At the end of the day, the person preparing this food is going to prepare it in a way that we prefer using oils, and the hygiene of the places where we also prepare our foods from is not all that good sometimes. So in that whole process of preparing the food, we are going to lose a lot, and when you lose a lot during the preparation and the time you consume, you've lost much, and it will mean nothing to the person who did the farming of that whole food. That's what basically I look at about that factor.
So I've seen we don't have really regulation about it. Yes, we have regulation on how you can process your food, how you can package your food, but when it comes to how it should be cooked, we don't have a really standard about it. It's something that you can be able to push out there and get people thinking about, right?
I'm called Andy Manasseh. I can talk about organic manures. We find that, in fact, organic manure is organic.
Yes.
Because it contains all the nutrients in it, and it stays very long in the soil. And the way of applying it, and in fact, you apply it. Now let me first dip it into the techniques. The techniques we have, you apply the manures to to improve the fertility of the soil. And in fact, organic manures, they last very long in the soil. It's not like these conventional manures.
Yeah.
You see, these ones, some of them are not yet fully decomposed, so they will get fully decomposed in the process of crop being crops being developed in that field. You may grow your crop today, and the same time you may the other season may come, you will plant another crop in the same manure you have applied long time.
Yeah.
Which means it gives it nutrients slowly and it takes a long time. So which means it is a bit different from the conventional side.
Yeah.
I'll start with first the genetically modified organisms. Like there's coming up of many varieties. A different route was taken. Maybe we measure on the indigenous varieties that we have around. Another point is about the farm inputs that are used, the chemicals that are used to spray on the crops, and the fertilizers that is being used. It causes a lot of harm even to the microorganisms in the soil. So if a different route was used, it could be productive. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Johan was up.
So what I would like to see as a change here in Kenya and also let's say Africa in general, I think now it's high time the government should start appreciating organic agriculture the way they do the conventional farmers. You see, like the government can provide these conventional types of fertilizers to farmers so that they can apply in their farms, but there is no such day I've seen a government telling people or educating people on how compost is better than the fertilizer. So I think the government should take the opportunity to embrace organic agriculture.
Yeah. Fantastic. Yes.
I would like to talk about something that must be put in place. It's all about food security. And food security is when we have food and that food is healthy to our lives.
Yeah.
Because when you use other synthetic fertilizers and pesticides, they damage the food.
Yeah.
Then even the process of getting that food is long. Because when you use a synthetic fertilizer into the soil, it is going to destroy the structure of the soil, the fertility of the soil, and other things that are within the soil. But when organic agriculture is advertised to all the people and taught to all those people who need it, because all of us we need it. We use organic things which are available, and the soil is kept producing constantly, because the structure, the fertility, and all the aspects are within the soil are not disorganized or are not tampered with. So if we embrace organic agriculture and we speak one word that organic agriculture has to move, then we shall move.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Yep.
Maybe a change that I'd like to see is public, let's say consumer awareness or public awareness, because few the consumers know what they do consume from our markets. And that's why we find that we have very few organic markets. Like I understand in Nairobi it's either Haringam or Karen. That's where you can find the organic markets, and like around Judah, it's either you go to a specific farmer or like KIOF. That's where you can get the organic products or produce, and which are so beneficial. So I'd like to see some established organic markets and sensitizing the consumer to the benefits of organic produce.
Okay.
Thank you.
Markets are important. Otherwise, if we grow too much, we have to find a particular place we can take. So yes.
My name is Lydia. I have something to add about what you have said about advertising. Okay. In the TVs we watch, how many adverts do you get on organic?
How many?
How many? That's none.
Yeah.
But now organic is seen as those farming organic are seen as the uncivilized people, and like when those who are doing the conventional, like when we go to a place like big supermarkets, what we have on the vegetable side we have the conventional products which are produced, but we don't have the organic. But if the organic is there, it's very few and it's hidden on there. So advertising like what we have, it's very important. So that's my point.
Okay, thank you very much. How many of you guys have seen an organic advert somewhere on the TV? An organic advert talking about organic on TV. Okay, that's one. That's one, at least. So yes. Anyway, when there's only one advert for like 1 year, it's a bit worrying. Yes.